there. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. Today I've got an awesome full body Pilates workout for you. So there's a lot of Pilates videos out there online, but you're not going to find many that are as long as this one here today. So this is really going to be an awesome full-length workout where we're going to strengthen, lengthen, tone the whole body and still find some flexibility and mobility as well. So if you're ready for that, then let's get started. We are going to be still just starting here in our standing position, and we're just going to try to release and relax the whole body first, okay? So before we even get started, just kind of shake out your arms, shake out your legs here, just start to loosen everything up, maybe let the head go with it just a little bit. And then you're gonna have your feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And you're gonna start to spin the arms in a circle, side to side, as you bend one knee and just let the body twist. So I don't want you to think too much about this one. I just want you to let it go. So again, just trying to warm up, feel good. That's what it's all about here. So I want you, as you're going through this workout, to think about that. Just make it feel good. Don't feel like you have to do exactly what I'm doing or how I'm doing it. I'm gonna give you modifications throughout so that you can make this workout be perfect just for you, okay? So now that we're in just a nice standing position, we're gonna bring the arms up overhead and do some side bends. So grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and reach over to your right, feeling that nice opening on your side. And then you're gonna go ahead and come up through center, moving to the other side. So just working and opening up that side body here, getting that side flexion. Good, lift, bring it over, and then bring the arms down by your sides. All right, now we're gonna get a full roll down. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me better. But you're in a nice parallel position with your legs, and your legs are right under the hips, toes, knees, and hips are facing forward. You're gonna take an inhale, grow tall through your spine. On your exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, and then roll it down as the head comes forward, belly lifts. Keep the legs straight here. Take an inhale wherever you're at. Just shake your head no, and shake your head yes. And then keep your head steady. Take your inhale, and then exhale. You're gonna reverse this as you bring the spine all the way back up to standing, and then the shoulders and head are the last to lift. Again, we inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Round it forward. Now we're getting this forward flexion here in your spine, warming up that. And take your inhale at the bottom, exhale. Go ahead and bring it back up. All right, so the last standing exercise, we're gonna combine kind of that forward movement, the twisting and the side bending to get a nice, beautiful circle in our whole body, okay? So I want you to first just bring those arms up to the ceiling. You're gonna reach them over to your right, and then you're gonna start to round forward, bringing the arms down to the floor. They may sweep the floor, bend your knees, bring them over to the other side, and we lift back up. So we're doing this nice big circle. Think about a big around the world with your whole body. Good, coming over, down, and lift. We're gonna reverse that. So arms are gonna come the other way, and then we come down to the floor, circle, and lift. So we've got two more in this direction. Again, just let this feel good. Try not to hold any tension here. Last one. Good. And lift. And then bring those arms down by your sides. All right, to come down to the mat, we're gonna do a roll down. We're gonna bring that out to a downward dog. So I want you to come to the back edge of your mat. I want you to take your inhale, lift those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale as you round forward. Think of diving your body over until your hands come to the floor. You may have to bend your knees to get there. And then you're gonna walk yourself out into a downward dog position. So your hands are planted, your heels are driving down towards the floor as much as you can, and your chest is sinking towards your thighs. Good, take one more inhale here. Good, exhale. exhale, you're gonna bend your knees as you come down into a table position, all the way down. So now that we're in this all fours position, we're gonna move through a few cat-cows. So first I want you to make sure you have your wrists right under your shoulders and your knees right under your hips. Draw your shoulders down, pull your belly in here. Now I want you to take an inhale as you drop your belly, lift your head, lift your chest. And then exhale as you start from your tailbone round through your spine, belly pulling in and up. And then again, we inhale as you lengthen. And exhale, round. Let's do one more like that. So just make this feel really nice in your spine. And exhale, round. All right, now we're gonna come into a child's pose and then move back into our table position. So I want you to take your inhale here in table. On your exhale, you're gonna start to round through your spine as you tuck your tailbone under, pull your bottom back by your heels, let your head drop down. And then you're gonna inhale as you come back forward into that table pose. And then you're gonna exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round through the spine, bring your hips back by your heels. And then inhale as you bring it back forward to table. Good, let's do one more like that. Exhale, round. And inhale, round it up. Bring it forward, back to neutral position. All right, we'll move into our opposite arm leg reach. So we're gonna find that stability in your core, in your center here. I want you to reach that right leg back behind you so it's still staying at hip height. All right, with your hip facing towards the floor, so not opened up towards the side. Now finding that connection in your core, reach that left arm nice and long. Reach your fingers and toes apart here. Inhale. Good, exhale, bring that arm and the hand down to the floor, switch to your other side. Inhale, arm and leg reach out. Exhale, draw it down, and then we switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more each side. Last one. And lower that down. All right, now we're gonna flip right over onto our back. It's coming into our supine position. Bring your knees into your chest. I just want you to do some knee circles. You're gonna find some knee stirs here. So both legs are pulling in. Then you're gonna go ahead and move them in one direction. Imagine that you're drawing circles on the ceiling with your knees, just massaging out that lower back. And then you're gonna move into the other direction. So you might feel that sacrum, the back of your pelvis, getting a nice massage here as well. And then go ahead and bring them back to center. Bring your left foot to the floor. Draw that right leg up to the ceiling. Let's point and flex that ankle. So just finding some more mobility here. In that ankle, you might feel some cracks. That often happens to me the first time I do this during the day. And then you're gonna do some circles. So move that ankle around in one direction first. I just got one of those cracks. And then go ahead and move it in the other direction. We often neglect to focus on our ankles and our feet, and it's really important to keep that mobility since we're on our feet so much. And then go ahead and bend that in, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. So draw that left leg up now. If you can't bend your, straighten your knee all the way, that's fine, just do what you can. And then start to bend and flex here. Got limited or less range in this ankle than I do on my other foot, just because I did sprain my ankle pretty bad on this left side, and I've still got a big bulge there. That was like 1.5 years ago, so I just will never be the same. It's always a little bit tighter. So now go ahead and move that ankle in a circle as well. Just try to get as much mobility as you can. And then go ahead and reverse the circle. And then go ahead and bring that leg back down. All right, now you're gonna draw your legs into a tabletop position. So we wanna make sure before we do that, we have that nice long neutral spine. All right, that nice flat pelvis here, and your ribs are pulling down into the mat, arms down by your sides. Now legs are gonna come here, so you're in that tabletop position. So with our legs here in the tabletop position, we're gonna find our toe taps. So arms will be pressing down into the mat. I want you to take an inhale as you tap that right toe down to the mat. Exhale as you lift back up. So we're gonna switch to the other side. Inhale, left toe taps. Exhale, lift. Good, so we're gonna alternate sides here, making sure to keep the ribs pulling down into the mat, finding that core strength here, that core connection. This is where it might help for some people to put a small towel or even a small pillow behind the head to lift up just a little bit more if you feel like you can't get the back of your ribs down into the mat there. So let's do one more each side. Good, inhale, tap, exhale, lift. Now we're gonna add our ab curl here with our hands behind our head. So I want you to take your inhale here with your head down. On your exhale, you're gonna lift up, tap that right toe down to the mat. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, left toe taps, lift into your ab curl. And lower. Exhale. And lower. Just that adds that extra little challenge here with the lift of the upper body. One more each side. Last one. Good, and lower. Now we're gonna add our oblique rotation. So you're gonna keep both knees bent. You're gonna take your inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna rotate towards your left leg as you pull that left leg in, right leg reaches away, tapping the toe to the floor. Inhale, lower back down, switch to the other side. Right leg pulls in, left toe reaches towards the floor. Good, back in, and then we switch. And in, and switch. Think of pulling armpit to knee to find that rotation instead of elbow to knee. So you're finding that nice big rotation with the upper torso and not just by twisting the shoulders. Good. Nice, let's do one more each side. Last one. Good, and then bring the arms down by your sides. Legs will stay in tabletop unless you need a little bit of a rest. We're gonna find a double leg reach here. So you're gonna take an inhale as both legs reach out long. Keep the back and the ribs pressing down into the mat. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhale, bring it in. Good, inhale, reach. Lots of abdominal work happening here. Because once you start to arch that back off of your mat, you're not using those abs. So there's a lot of strength and stability coming right from here. Last two. Last one. Now we're gonna add the arms with it. This time the arms are gonna start up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna lift up with our ab curl as our arms come down by our sides and our legs reach long. So inhaling here, exhale, lift up, reach those legs long, coming into your ab curl, and then lower back down. Exhale, lift and lengthen, and lower. Let's do 4 more. Good, with control, finding that right alignment here. Last 2. Last one, lift and hold. See if you can lift a little higher. And then lower it all the way down, bring it all the way back in. Now keeping your right leg pulling in towards your chest, reach that left leg out nice and long. Squeeze that knee in towards your chest there, feeling that nice stretch in the back of the glute. And then take your left hand on top of that right knee or to the outside and start to twist it over to the left, having your right arm just relax down onto the mat there. So we're trying to keep that right shoulder grounded, so we're feeling this nice twist here through that middle and lower body. Good, take one more inhale here. Good, exhale, bring that knee back to center, give it one more little tug, and then send it away to the floor as you bring that left leg in towards your chest. Again, finding that stretch here first on the back of the glute, and then bring your right hand to the outside of that left knee, twisting over to the right, sending your gaze over to the left. Just a couple deep breaths, one more. All right, bring that knee back into center, give it one more little pull in, and then bring that foot to the floor. Bring your other leg back in. Now we're gonna find a little lower body rotation. So you're gonna bring both legs back to tabletop. Arms are gonna come out to the sides here. So this is your stability, your upper body. Now, we're gonna keep knees together. So your legs are gonna stay glued together here throughout this exercise. You're gonna take an inhale and you're gonna let your hips come off the mat on that left side, let your legs drop over to the right, and then exhale as you pull them back to center. And then we're gonna move to the other side. Inhale as they twist left, exhale back to center. Inhale again, keeping those legs together, twist to the right, exhale center, and again, twisting left. And center. Either keep the knees bent or extend the legs and do the same thing. Inhale, twisting right. Exhale, pull center. Inhale, left. So a lot more challenging with the longer legs here. So make sure you stay fully supported in your center. Last one, inhale, left. Exhale, center. Bend those knees, draw it all the way back in. All right, let's roll yourself up to a seated position. So we're gonna work our way into our half rollbacks. So in this seated position here, you're gonna draw the arms straight forward. Shoulders are drawing down and back. So we're in this nice tall spine. Now we're gonna come from a tall spine into a curved spine. So taking your inhale here, on your exhale, start to tuck your tailbone under you as you start to round back into that C curve there. So take your inhale here in your C curve. Exhale as you pull the belly back, round forward, and then lift up. And then again, exhale as you round it back. Think of scooping the belly out as much as you can. Inhale, and then exhale, round over and lift. And now you're gonna flow that a little bit more. So you're gonna exhale back and inhale, lift. And exhale, inhale, lift. So you're doing this nice flowing motion with your spine. We're gonna do one more. Good, coming back up to center. Now we're gonna add a little arm lift with that there. So I want you to keep yourself in your C curve when we go down. So take your inhale. Exhale, lower it to that C curve. Make sure you stay connected. We're gonna lift one arm at a time. So you're gonna inhale, lift that right arm up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, lower. You can bring your hands behind your knees here if you need a little bit extra support. Inhale, left arm lifts. And lower, just one more each side, just challenging that core a little bit more. Last one, both arms forward. Take your inhale, exhale, round and lift. Inhale again at the top. Exhale, find that C curve here, scoop it. Now we're gonna lift both arms. They might not come up so high. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. If you bring them up too high, you might find you feel this in your lower back. So you just adjust your range. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and then roll it back up. All right, we're gonna find some oblique rotation, and then we're gonna take this into a fun little around the world. So take your inhale here. Exhale, you're gonna rotate. Actually, I'm gonna change that. So I want you to inhale here as you rotate to your left. Keep your lower body still. Exhale as you come back into that round spine, but still facing to the left. And then roll back up on that side. Come through center, inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Through your center over to your left. Exhale. Inhale through center, exhale. Good, and inhale, lift through center one more time each side. Tall spine center, last one. Good, through center. Bring your arms down for just a second. Now we're gonna come to a full roll down and we're gonna roll back up, okay? So you're gonna come all the way to the mat this time. If you need the help of your hands behind your legs, go ahead and use that. So taking your inhale here, exhale, you're gonna start to come all the way to the mat. All the way, one bone at a time. Inhale, arms will lift back behind you. And then exhale, chin to chest, scoop that belly as you round forward and then lift back up. We're gonna do that again. Exhale, roll it down with control. Good, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, roll it up. Good, last one. And bring it down. Inhale, lengthen arms back. Exhale, we lift. All right, we've got one more here. We're gonna do that full around the world motion. So we're gonna first take our inhale as we rotate to your left. Now I want you to exhale, roll it down all the way to the mat. Your arms are gonna come up overhead, over to the other side, and then you're gonna peel off that right side as you lift. Come through center, back over to the left. You're gonna roll back down. Inhale, arms come up overhead, over to your right, peel up and over that right leg. This time I want you to dive over the legs here, so keeping that round spine. One more on this side. Inhale, up and over, exhale. Coming through center, hold here. Now reverse it, we're gonna go right side over as you come down. Arms come up overhead. And we lift and roll back up. So it's that same sort of motion we were doing in standing at the beginning. We're getting this nice fluid movement with the upper body. And now we're doing the same thing here. We just have more control and abdominal work that we're using. Good, last one coming up. Good, round over. This time stay here, reach your arms forward, stretch out that lower back. And then go ahead and sit all the way back up. We're gonna stay in seated for a spine stretch. So you're gonna bring those legs out long. If you have trouble sitting here in this position, bend your knees so you can get that tall spine. But I want you to make sure you can get that lift here. So once you're there, go ahead and draw those arms out in front of you. So think nice, long, neutral spine, crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Now, I want you to take your inhale as you draw chin to chest. Start to round forward with that upper back. Now, I want you to start to lift your body up into a lengthened 45-degree angle. So send your chest forward, your heart lifting. And then exhale as you bring the arms back to that spine stretch. Stack the spine back up. Good. Inhale, chin to chest. Round forward. Now start to find that lengthened position as you lift up, nice flat back, and then exhale, round back forward and lift. Good, 2 more like that. So just a different variation of our spine stretch here, adding this lift here with this lengthened spine, and then you exhale, round, stack it back up. Last one, forward with the head, reach and round over. And then we lift up with our heart and chest. Good, exhale back forward. And then we stack the spine back up. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna add some rotation with our saw. So for saw, the arms come out to the sides. You're either in a T position, shoulders are down the back here in this tall spine. I want you to inhale as you twist to your right. Exhale as you dive over that right leg, reaching fingers apart. And then you're gonna stack the spine back up, plug the shoulders back in as you come through center, over to the other side. Exhale, round over. Good, and stack it back up, through center, over to your right again. Good, lift tall through center and to your left. So ideally here, you're trying to keep the lower body nice and still, trying not to shift your pelvis under you as you rotate. Mine does shift a little bit. I can feel that as I turn, but I'm trying to do my best to keep it stable and steady. So I'm finding that rotation just from the upper body. Last one to your left. Good, coming through center. Exhale, round over. Good, lifting back up. Good, coming back to center, arms come down by your sides. So shift yourself forward just a little bit if you moved back. Bend your knees and you're gonna do that full roll down to come back down onto the mat. So arms will come forward or behind your legs here. Take your inhale. Exhale, bone by bone. Control here as you bring it all the way back down. Arms come back here by your sides. All right, now we're gonna move into our single leg circles. So for this, for beginner modification, keep your left leg bent. Otherwise, you're gonna straighten it along the floor and then flex through that ankle for stability, okay? When you keep the knee bent, that just offers you a little bit more stability on that side, make it easier with these circles. So bring that right leg in towards your chest, and then we're gonna lift it up. Now we've already done this where we stretched it a little bit. So your hamstring should already feel a little bit stretched out for what we've been doing. We're gonna keep our arms down by our sides. Go ahead and point the toe of this right leg here. Now you're gonna start to bring the leg across the body, keeping your pelvis nice and stable, and then bring it out to the side, around and up. So it goes across, down, around, and lift. So this is a lot of core stability, core strength, and pelvic stability so that you're not rocking your hips a lot as you're swinging that leg in a circle. Good, let's do 2 more this direction. So your circles might be a lot smaller. They might be just here, and that's perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and reverse it. You're gonna bring the leg out to the side, down, around, and up. So keep that circle going. Now it's not the size of the circle that matters, it's the stability in your pelvis, okay? So whatever size that circle is, where you can keep that stability, that's where you're at. Good, let's do 1 more. Good, bring that leg in. There's a lot of work in that leg too, lots of quad there. And then go ahead and send that leg down. Now either have that leg bent for that beginner modification or send it away. And then draw that other leg in, reach it up towards the ceiling. Let's go ahead and point that left toe, arms down by your sides. We're gonna start first with that leg coming across the body, down, around, and up. So it's across, down, around, and lift. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then we reverse it out to the side, down, around, and up. This is definitely a hard exercise for me. Finding that stability is difficult, and trying to keep that nice strength is hard. Keeping that leg long is hard. There's a lot going on here. Last 2. Last 1. Good, go ahead and bend the knee, pull it in. All right, now bend both legs. We're gonna place them on the mat. And we're setting ourselves up for single straight leg stretch. So we're gonna get our ab curl in this one with our legs nice and long and find some scissoring with the legs. So first thing I want you to do is bring those legs into tabletop. Reach them up to the ceiling. Now start to come into your ab curl as you pull your hands behind that right leg. Start to pull that leg towards you as you reach your left leg away. And then we're gonna switch, and switch, and switch. So stability here with the upper body as you move those legs. Pelvis is stable too. Feeling those abs here, shoulders down. Last one each side. Good, bring the knees in and lower it back down. All right, double straight leg stretch. So we're gonna reach both legs back up to the ceiling. Lift up into your ab curl, arms down by your sides. Keep them there as you inhale, lower those legs away. Exhale as you lift back up. Good, inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. So you're only lowering to your point of control, which means once you feel your back start to arch off the mat, then you stop. You've gone a little bit too far. Good, last two. Last one. Bring the knees in, lower it all the way down. Shake your head left and right. All right, we're gonna rock ourselves up to a seated position for open leg rocker. So this is one of our rocking exercise where we rock the whole body back. So you're gonna be tipping onto the back of your sitting bones. You're not quite right on your sitting bones there. And you're gonna bring the legs up into this tabletop leg position. Shoulders are down your back, hands are behind your legs. All right, so you're finding this scoop in your lower belly, and your head is looking down in between your legs. I want you to inhale as you rock back, exhale, lift up and balance. So inhale, keep that chin tucked in so that your head does not hit the floor when you go back, and balance. Good, one more like that. Now you can either keep your hands there or extend your legs, shoulders down your back. And we'll do that same thing. This is definitely a harder version. So we're gonna inhale back, exhale, lift up and balance. And we do that again, inhale back, exhale, lift, proud chest here. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good, bring those legs together, bend the knees, and then lower them all the way down. All right, we're gonna do our full roll up here. So legs are forward. All right, this is like our half, our knees bent, our half roll back. But we have our long legs, a little more challenging. So I want you to start here. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, round over your legs here. Now keep that roundness through your spine. On your next exhale, you're gonna start to roll back all the way, bone by bone, keeping in that C curve. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop the belly as we round forward, up and over. Good, and we do that again. Shoulders glide down, scoop the belly. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, chin to chest, round over. Last one. Inhale, arms lift. Good, exhale. Think you're pulling the belly back as the upper body, the crown of the head reaches forward. And then go ahead and come all the way back up to seated. So here we're gonna flip on over back into an all fours position. Coming back onto those hands and knees, getting yourself set up with your knees under your hips and your wrists right under your shoulders there. And I just want you to find first again the shoulders down the back, so the crown of the head is reaching long in the opposite direction. And we've got that nice long neutral spine. Now we're gonna start here with a twist in the upper body. So you're gonna bring that left arm out in front of you. You're gonna take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna start to bend that right elbow a little bit as you twist that arm under your right arm, finding that nice stretch in your upper back. And then you're gonna inhale back to that nice long position, arms reaching out to the side. Exhale as you round under. And then inhale, reach it out. Exhale, round. Good, inhale, lift. Last one. Good, and lift. All right, so now we're gonna add that into a downward dog twist. So same arm is gonna be moving. So what I'm gonna have you do is have both hands here on the mat. You're gonna start to lift up into your downward dog. As you start to do that, you're gonna flex your ankles as you bring your heels to the mat, twist that left arm under the body, keeping your pelvis and your lower body where it is, and then go ahead and come back down. Knees will touch the mat, and then we'll do that again. We lift up, draw that arm under, and then bring it back forward, knees tap. Good, two more, lift up. Good, reach under, twisting just that upper body. And then hand comes down. Good, knees tap. Let's do one more. Lifting up. Good, twist. And forward and lower. All right, now we're gonna do that all on the other side, starting with that kneeling twist first. So make sure you're adjusting your hands back under your shoulders. Send that right arm out to the right, and then we're gonna exhale. So we bend that left elbow just a little bit, twisting that right arm under, and then inhale back out. Exhale, and open. Good, exhale, twist, and reach. Last two. And last one. And reach. Good, bring both hands back to the mat. We're gonna set ourselves up for that downward dog on this side. So tucking those toes under. You're gonna start to lift the hips into downward dog. As you do so, that arm will lift. Reach it under, keeping the pelvis and the legs where they are. And then draw the knees back down just a touch. Draw the hand down and then lift back up. Reach and twist. Good, inhale, hand down, knees tap. Good, two more, lift up, reach. And inhale, lower to tap. Exhale, last one. Lift up, reach. And hand down, go ahead and tap it down. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna add another little twist here with our side bend. So coming back to your knees facing forward here, we're gonna go ahead and draw your left hand onto the mat. Left knee is gonna stay onto the mat. And you're gonna bring this right leg out to the floor. So you're in this nice, almost like a side plank position. All right, so first, really wanna reach that leg away, reach the toe towards the floor. Bring this arm up and over, get a beautiful side bend first. And then you're gonna send this arm forward, twist the upper body again as you bring the arm under. So bring the arm up, bring it back over as you open, bring the arm forward, and we twist. So inhale, arm lifts up and over, back forward, and then your hips are staying pressing forward as that arm twists under. Let's do one more, lifting up. Good, and over, and forward, and twist. Good, bring that arm up. And do me a favor, just reach up overhead. This time, really pull your belly in, maybe twist your chest open towards the ceiling a little bit, getting some nice extension. And then bring it back down, switch to your other side. So right knee will stay down, right hand will stay down. And we're gonna bring that top leg straight up to the side here. So we're pressing those hips forward, so we're staying nice and open in the front here. That right wrist should be right under that shoulder for support and stability. So we're gonna reach this top arm up overhead as you lengthen away. Good, so we're gonna inhale here. Exhale, arm comes forward. We twist that upper body as we bring that arm under. And then we open back up, reach it back overhead. Lift those hips a little higher. Good, now we come back forward with that arm, twist it under. And again, inhale, open, up overhead, side bend. Good, back open and forward and twist. Last one. Good, and forward and twist. Beautiful, let this last one get a little bit more opening in your chest. Again, we're gonna pull that belly in, tuck your tail under, and then bring that chest open up towards the ceiling. And then go ahead and bring that hand down as we lower all the way down. Okay, so now we're gonna come on to our side lying for our leg work. So let's start on our left side. And we're gonna prop yourself up on your elbow here. Now, if you'd like to, you can also bring your head all the way down onto the mat if this position here is not comfortable. As long as you have the back line of your body all the way to your pelvis lined up at the back edge of your mat. Okay, so that's what I want for that neutral spine position. And either keep this bottom leg long or bend the bottom knee for some more stability. All right, so we're gonna find hips are stacked here, right on top of each other, not turned back, right? Shoulders are also stacked. I want you to lift up underneath a little bit here, finding a little bit of lift underneath your waistline so that you're not just sinking down and hanging out. So when you're ready, bring this top leg up in parallel. And in parallel, you're gonna lift and lower. Really feel like you're reaching the energy out of that toe, out of that foot. Getting nice contraction all the way down that leg. Good. So feeling some nice work in the leg as well as in the glute and the side hip here. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good, now go ahead and turn that leg out just a little bit in the hip socket. So you have that external rotation. You're gonna do the same thing. You probably will be able to bring the leg a little bit higher in that external rotation there. So always good to work the legs in both parallel as well as external rotation in the hips. So we don't want just that forward motion of the leg in the hip socket for healthy hips and mobility. We want to find this nice healthy movement, parallel and external and internal as well. Good, last one and lower. All right, so now go ahead and flex through that top foot. We're gonna find our front and back kicks. Keep the leg at hip height. We're gonna kick it forward, point the toe. So we pull back, engage hamstring and glute to do that. And we kick forward and pull back. So your pelvis staying neutral, your sitting bones are staying nice and wide as you move that leg, especially as that leg kicks forward. Good. Last 2. Last one. All right, bicycles. So keeping this top leg lifted at hip height. I want you to bend your heel to your bottom. Start to pull that knee in towards your chest. Now extend it out and then swing it back. Bend, pull it in, extend. So imagine you're riding a bicycle, it'd be a single-sided bicycle here, but you're just getting that nice flowing motion as you would with a bike. Let's do one more in this direction. Good, hold here, now reverse it. So sweep forward, bend the knee in, pull the heel back as you bring the knee back. Good, extend the leg, and then sweep forward. That's it. Last 2. Last one. Good, lower that leg down. We're gonna do one more exercise here. So we're gonna find an inner thigh lift here on this bottom leg. So the way I want you to do that is lift this top leg. You're gonna lift and hold it here. So you're still gonna find some connection here. Now point the bottom toe, point the bottom leg, and then lift and lower. Yeah, so now we got inner thigh of the bottom leg, outer thigh and glute of that top leg. Good, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold, and then lower it all the way down. All right, we're gonna do all of that on the other side. Let's go ahead and bring those legs in, swing them around. Come onto your right side now. Again, lining yourself up at the back edge of your mat. Good, legs are forward. Then again, you have this little bit of lift here underneath the lower waistline. All right, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. It may sound like a broken record when I say this, but it's really important to find this alignment here, okay? Now you're gonna start to lift this top leg up, point that toe, keep the hips parallel forward, and then we're gonna lift and lower this leg here. Now you're automatically gonna find that one side is gonna feel more mobile and more free than the other side. But the other side you might feel like you can't get it quite as high or it's harder, okay? So this side, my left hip is a lot looser than my right. So this feels a little easier for me on this side. Let's do one more like this. Good, now turn the leg out in the hip socket and then we lift and lower like that. So you might not have a big turnout, and that's okay. Because if you're not used to doing work in this position, your hips may be a little bit tight. So just work wherever you're at. Good. Let's do 2 more here. Last one. All right, now flex there. Coming back to that parallel stance, flex through that top leg with those front and back kicks. We kick it forward, and then we point as we pull back hamstring and glute. And kick, kick, and point, and bring it back. Kick, kick, and point, and bring it back. So you bring it back just as far as you can without tilting that upper body forward. So a lot of times what I see is this happen with the upper body coming forward. So keep that upper body nice and still, and your leg might not go so far back, but you're getting more activation work in that glute and hamstring. Good, and then go ahead and bring it down. We're gonna move into our bicycle. So keeping that leg at hip height now, you're gonna bend the knee so you bring the foot towards your bottom, bring that knee up towards your chest, extend it out, and then bring it back. And same thing here, you only wanna go back behind you as far as you can without shifting that upper body. Good, let's do 1 more. Good, now reverse it. So we're gonna bring the leg forward, bend the knee, swing it back, extend it out. Good, forward and back, extend. So this is bicycle on this side. Even though this leg is more loose than my other one, I am right side dominant, not left side. So this one doesn't feel as graceful, feels a little more clunky. Let's do 1 more. Good, and out. All right, bring that down. We're gonna do those inner thigh lifts. So lift that left leg, hold it up there. And then you're gonna lift that bottom leg up to meet it. So that right leg isn't going very high, because the higher you bring it up, it's probably not gonna be possible to get that bottom leg up there, staying in this good alignment. Good. So inner thigh, bottom leg, outer thigh, top leg as you find that stability. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold, and then lower it all the way down. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna come over right onto our bellies. So you're gonna go ahead and roll right forward, setting ourselves up for some spinal extension. So working against all that forward rounded shoulder posture we all tend to get with our computers and our phones. We really wanna work on opening up that front body as we strengthen that back body. So reach your legs nice and long here. So you really want to find a lot of activation here in the lower body. They're not just hanging out. All right, we're engaging the glutes, the hamstrings. The hands here are going to be right to the outsides of our mat. And your forehead is starting on the mat. Now pull your belly in and up. Start to slide your shoulders down your back. And then inhale as you start to lift the upper body up. It may only come just a few inches, but I want you to start to really feel that upper mid-back connection. And then exhale as you lower back down. And again, inhale as you lift. And exhale to lower. Good, and again, slide the shoulders down first, pull the belly in, lengthen the lower back, and lift it up. Head is just in line with the spine, and then exhale to lower. Good, now we're gonna find a little bit more flow here. So you're gonna lift up, you're gonna kind of wave through your spine as you come up, shoulders down, and then roll it back forward. Head releases. And then again, we inhale, lift up, shoulders down, the back, head lifts, and then we lower back down. Head comes down, 2 more. Make sure to stay nice and active in your lower body. Last one. Kind of like a snake. That's kind of what that feels like. All right, so now we're gonna do our single leg kick. So you're gonna prop yourself up onto your forearms. Now I want you to make sure you're pressing yourself away from the floor here with your upper body, and your belly button is pulling in and up, so you're not just sinking and sagging into your lower back. So staying lifted. All right, now with that, you're really lengthening through your legs here again. You're gonna flex through your right ankle as you kick that heel towards your buttocks, and then point the toe, reach it away, switch to your other side. Kick, point and reach. Kick, point and reach. So you're feeling, again, hamstring and glute here. Feeling that activation, that control. Kick, point, reach. One more each side. Beautiful. All right, lower it all the way down. Double leg kicks. You're gonna bring your right chin towards the floor. Hands are gonna come behind your back. If they can't reach each other, that's fine. Just have them resting there. Now, you're gonna reach, if you can reach your hands, you're gonna grab onto your fingers with one of your hands, clasping your hands together. Now, you're gonna pull that belly in here. Again, shoulders are down. We're gonna kick the heels in 3 times. Kick. Then you're gonna lift up, lengthen front and back body together as you bring upper body, lower body off the floor. Lower down, bring your chest to the other side. Then we kick. Lengthen, reach up, lift, and lower. Good, belly in. Kick. Lift up, reach, and lower. Kick. Good, lift up, lengthen, and lower. One more each side. And lower, last one. Good, lift up and lower. Beautiful. I want you to stay here. I want you to pull your right heel in towards your bottom. Grab onto that right foot. All right, so you feel a nice stretch in your quad here. Make sure your knees are staying together and you're lengthening that lower spine here. So you're thinking of pressing your front of your pelvis into the mat so you can feel that length there. So you want to imagine that you're pressing your pelvis in. Otherwise, you're just going to be lifting your hips up, not finding that stretch here. Now, either stay single leg, so you'd switch to your left leg, or if you can grab both feet, grab your left foot here at the same time as your right. All right, so again, knees are trying to stay tracking together. And you're trying to lengthen that lower back. If this is too much, again, release that right leg, just do your left leg. Good. Now breathe here. Now if you only have single leg, just continue to stretch single leg, maybe alternate back and forth every 5 seconds or so. Otherwise, I want you to see, if you have both legs here, can you draw your shoulders down and back, start to press your feet into your hands as you lift your upper and lower body up together into this beautiful sort of boat pose here. Shoulders are open, and then we lower back down. We'll just do that 2 more times. Pressing feet into hands as you lift up. Good, lengthening here, and then lower. We've just got 1 more, you're almost done. This is it. Last one, lift up. Good, lengthen here. Holds and lower. Awesome. Release those legs with control. Press your hands into the floor as you lift yourself up. Sink it back to child's pose. I'm going to keep my knees together for this child's pose, which gets a little bit of a better stretch in the lower back. And just take a couple breaths here. Good. On your 3rd breath, stack your spine up to a seated position. Roll your shoulders up and back, coming nice and tall. All right. We're going to finish with a bridge. I did say that was our last exercise, but this one is more of a stretch and it's going to feel really, really good. So I want you to come onto your back, bringing your feet down, arms down by your sides. We're just going to do 3 bridges here. So feet are close to the body. Just take 1 breath here just to settle in. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take another inhale. On your next exhale, start to tuck that tailbone under as you flatten your back into the mat, and then roll it all the way up into bridge position. Knees are forward and in parallel. Good. And then inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down, upper back, mid back, low back, and pelvis. Get ready to do 2 more like that. Exhale, roll it up, peel the spine off. Good, lift and lengthen here. And then exhale, reverse it back down. Now you're gonna roll yourself up to a seated position, or just roll off to the side and go ahead and sit on up to seated. Either way, you're gonna come all the way up. And I want you to find a nice, comfortable seat, whether that is crisscross or on your knees, wherever you can just sit easily and without any tension. Want to see how you feel in your body now. See if you feel like you're more lifted, more taller here. And then just roll your shoulders. Just want to release any tension, any undue or lasting tension in your neck and your shoulders here. Sometimes, especially when we're first starting with Pilates, we can use our shoulders and our neck a lot to do a lot of our ab exercises. The more you get stronger in your core, the more we'll take that out of your shoulders once you get stronger here, okay? So keep that in mind if you're feeling any tension up here. That is just a learning process, a learning phase. So once you're there, I just want you to drop your right ear to right shoulder, just finding a little bit of a neck stretch. You feel a couple of creaks or cracks there, that's okay. Maybe bring this left hand, your opposite hand, behind your back if you want a little bit of an extra stretch. And then drop your right chin towards right chest, but still staying tilted off to that right side. Still with that tall spine here too. Shoulders are back and down. Good, come up through center. Lift your head, bring that left hand down, and then left ear towards left shoulder. And if you want that extra, you can draw that right arm here behind your back. This is definitely my tighter side. I feel like I barely go over on this side. Just do what you can. And then draw that left ear more towards your your chin more towards your left shoulder. Good, one more breath here. Good, go ahead and bring that head up, release that arm down. And if you made it this far, good job. You just finished that full hour-long workout. Awesome, I'm so excited that you guys made it this far. I would love to hear if you are still here finishing up with me right now. Please leave a comment below. I promise to write you back. I want you to give yourself a kudos for all your hard work that you did. You deserve it. So go ahead and leave that comment, and I'd love to see who stuck with me for this whole hour here. All right, so if you liked what you saw today, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And check out my other channel videos. I've got some shorter Pilates workouts on there, day series, days 1 through 5, if you'd like to try my 5-day series for that as well. And also just some more general Pilates videos, as well as Pilates for kids, where my kids join me in the workouts, and Pilates for pain relief, where we focus on different areas of the body to release and relax tension. So thank you again. Great job to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you here on the mat again soon. Take care. Bye.